Thank you so much once again for that fun run. Next up, we're starting off this quirky controller block, so I'm just going to outline for you what we've got coming up. First, we've got Mario Paint, played with the Super Nintendo mouse by Dodechehedron. He's going to be playing the Gnat Attacks minigame through level 3. After that, we're going to have Battle Clash. Let's see if we've met that donation, and we indeed have. He is going to be playing the first 3 levels of Battle Clash through a mirror. So thank you so much for your donations and getting that met. We really made a push for the end to really make sure that we got that met. So thank you so much. After that, we'll have Sega Bass Fishing by Fuzziness, played with a fishing rod controller. So this is going to be some crazy, crazy stuff coming up. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really fun block all today, Monday. We do have a ton of donation ideas for you, from those Pokemon naming ideas to the Super Metroid rotation hack. Again, that is something you're going to want to see. That's going to be tomorrow afternoon. We're currently at just shy of 2,000, so we are making a dent. Just shy of 2,000 out of the 15,000 required. So if you want to see Super Metroid played with in a sideways kind of Zeeb's world, then definitely consider donating towards Super Metroid rotation. It's a lot of fun. Anonymous with a $20 donation. Thank you so much for reminding me that Smart Ball exists. So many horribly wonderful games lost in time, brought back for hundreds of thousands of people to experience again. And after all, isn't that what this is all about? Johan Kelleher donates $10. My boyfriend introduced me to this wonderful event, and we love watching together. I'm grateful to charities such as these, whose research helped my dad beat bowel cancer. Please give the Undertale final boss a hug. We could all do with much more love. Lunch Latte donates $102. Can't wait to see Battle Clash Mirror Mode, splitting this between Warmech, Super Metroid Rotation, and Dark Souls 3 Glitch Exhibition. Mega Soy Milk donates $25. Super Scope with a mirror? Crazy! Liz Pecan donates $25. Thanks for all the amazing work you speedrunners do for charity. My donation goes towards naming the Emerald Run Fly user Guzma, because ya boy Guzma is so fly. Makes sense, makes sense. Dudell donates $15. Mirror, mirror in the hole, here's to the Battle Clash Coal. I like it. Casually Challenged donates $25. Between last year's AGDQ and this year's, my dad was diagnosed with and died of cancer. Cancer sucks, and for all those that are dealing with it or have dealt with it in any form, this event is for all of us. Thank you, and here is to success. Please give this money to an unmet incentive that is close or could be closer. Let's put that towards Super Metroid rotation. Thank you so much for your story. I really do appreciate reading these stories. It means a lot to all of us to hear just kind of how much what we're doing means to you guys. So thank you so much for your touching stories, and I really am sorry for your loss. Anonymous donates $5. It has been 1 year since my Uncle Roger fought a courageous battle against cancer, and my father's stepsister also fought cancer. Both of them are still in my heart. Let us fight and defeat cancer for good. Hats Off donates $20. I'm a teacher in Eastern Virginia, and thanks to a well-timed blizzard, I get to stay home today and tomorrow and watch the marathon. Thank goodness for snow days, and thanks to the runners as well for all their hard work. And, as always, gotta go with Canon and save the animals. Scott Carter donates $25. I'll be going into work for the only day this week, and I'd love to tell my coworkers about a Super Scope game played with the mirror. Oh, you'll get that chance. You will, you will. Anonymous donates $10 with a thank you note for just saying thank you for doing this. Amy186 donates $5. A choice to name the fly user after my favorite wrestler? The face that runs the place? The phenomenal one? Take my money! Anonymous donates $75. Longtime lurker, first-time donator. If the Super Metroid runners could run to the animals, make their presence known, and swiftly not save them, I would appreciate it. So yes, kill the animals. All right, with that, I want to see what we've got in store. Here comes Mario Paint, played with a Super Nintendo mouse. So let's go ahead and get that started.
All right, so this is Mario Paint. We're going to be playing Nat Attack, and this is Dodechehedron playing it. I'm going to go ahead and give you a countdown, so you can start. Timer's going to start when he clicks the game to begin. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is Nat Attack. You guys have probably played this before if you ever played Mario Paint as a kid. He's going to be playing 3 rounds, so this is sort of the basic beat the game category for this. In the 3 rounds, you have different numbers of maximum enemies on screen. You have 2 enemies in round 1, you have 4 enemies in round 2, and you have 6 enemies in round 3. He's going to have to clear out 20 enemies in order to move to the next phase. The phases are usually defined by how many and what types of enemies appear on the screen at the same time. The different types of enemies you're going to see are going to be basic gnats, which he has to kill in order to progress. There's these big flies which shoot out mini gnats that will swarm you, or the dragonflies are the ones that shoot out the mini gnats to swarm you. The big flies actually shoot out projectiles in different directions, and then there's the bomb flies which will explode if you leave them on the screen too long. These are the dragonflies right here. This game does have actually a decent amount of RNG to it. Where the enemies appear on screen is relatively random. And this is King Latinga, which you have to attack 20 times, I think it is, per phase.
It was pretty ideal. You want to see a lot of fire from him, so he's not becoming invincible shooting these stars to kill him.
That was pretty good. So as you might expect, this next phase is going to get harder. It's going to move enemies out more quickly, and there's going to be more of them on screen. So as I mentioned before, it'll be a max of 4 enemies on screen at any one point. A lot of times, if you play this, you'll typically try to take out the enemies that can attack you first. But for this, obviously you want to sort of maximize which ones are closest to you. A lot of times that can end up with you having enemies who have had enough time on screen to set up their attack phase. The hands that drop from the top give him more health. You can have a maximum of 6 hits before he's maxed out. For those of you who are fortunate to never play with a SNES mouse as a child, it maybe isn't obvious to you how difficult this actually is to pull off. This mouse is really impossible to use, and I know the word impossible gets thrown around a lot here at AGDQ when people talk about a trick being difficult because it takes a whole frame, but you can't move the mouse. Like, it just does not move. We've been fortunate enough in 2017 to be able to buy mouse pads that work more effectively than the one that was given to you with this game.
Which was flat plastic.
Yeah, flat plastic. Ask anyone, that mouse pad's even worse.
Yep. So that was actually like the worst RNG I could have possibly gotten for that fight, because I couldn't offset the cycles at all, but it's fine.
Get some different sound effects in killing some of these small flies.
The real danger for these later phases is less to do with how many enemies there are on screen, because they can only damage you so quickly, and you have a lot of vulnerability frames after you get hit. The real damage is that keeping track of which enemies have been on screen the longest in order to make sure that they go before they can attack you.
And things kind of domino, as you can see.
Yeah, all it takes is getting hit one time to delay. So the time's going to be coming up really soon here. When we see congratulations on screen, that's going to be the end of this.
I tried to get letters. That's fine.
Just tank the damage.
There we go.
All right, time's coming up.
Time.
Now.
So it's really easy to accidentally exit out of the game, because as you're mashing just the button, you accidentally just hit exit. But yeah, they put Nat Attack in as like a way to take a break from drawing things, so I just drew things to take a break from Nat Attack. So thanks everybody.
Great run.
Thank you so much, dodechehedron. I was kind of hoping for a Mona Lisa speedrun after that, but what can you do? So next coming up, we've got Battle Clash, played by SCXCR. That reminder that the donation incentive was met. He will be playing it with the Super Scope as was planned, but he will also be beating the first 3 levels.